Yes, the reality is that students both want and need AI literacy. So those are two separate things. They're both extremely important, but we have to realize that they are different, right? So I'm going to talk about students wanting this. They actually calling for and wanting this. So I'm going to talk about that first, and then I'm going to talk about the need, because it encompasses a multiple of different factors that some of which maybe you haven't heard before. So it's going to be important to listen and understand both of these aspects of it, because even if you're against AI, this is still going to be extremely important to understand as far as why this needs to happen, why we need to have AI literacy in general for everyone involved. So let's talk first about the want, right? You have students all over the place that are wanting AI literacy. So I've had the pleasure of giving presentations to many different universities, and I've had the opportunity to talk to lots of different students. So this is just anecdotal evidence, right? This is my experience with students. And almost all of them really, really want more information. They want more training on AI. Now, it's interesting because when I ask now, because I always do when I'm talking to students, say, hey, who here has used ChatGPT or another generative AI? I get almost 100%. It's like 99.9% of the students have used it. And then I also follow that up with saying, okay, so if you've used it, you don't need any more training, you know all about it. No, they still want to because they understand that I need to know more. I don't fully grasp it. I don't fully know the best ways of using it. I think there's much more that I could be doing with it. So there's this definite want and this understanding of a lot of students that they need to have a better understanding, a better development of how to actually use it. So there's definitely a want there from my experience, from my anecdotal observations, that students really want more AI training, more AI literacy. But there's actual surveys out there. There's plenty of surveys, plenty of research. There's one that recently came out. One survey that was highlighted by IHE, Inside Higher Ed, from the Cengage Group. It's an educational technology company. One of their key findings was that 3 in 4, that's 70% of grads believe that basic Gen AI, generative AI training should be integrated into courses to prepare students for the workplace. And 69% say that they need more training on how to work alongside new technologies in their current roles. So that's pretty powerful. And that's a large number. That's 70% saying that, yeah, we definitely need to have this and that it should be integrated into the courses. That's something that I've been pushing for since the very beginning, that this needs to be part of the overall curriculum. We should be having student learning outcomes associated with this that's spread throughout their entire degree process, right? Is that within the classes, they learn different aspects of AI literacy, as well as within their specific degree, they should be getting some very specific knowledge about how AI can be used specifically within that degree. So that's a major finding, and this survey recently came out. This is July 2024. So it's very, very relevant, very, very fresh. I want to highlight a couple of other things that came out from the survey. The survey found that 73% of employers use generative AI, while more than half, 55% of graduates said their program did not prepare them to use generative AI tools during their studies. So that's their direct findings that, hey, a majority of the businesses that these students are graduating and going into, they're using generative AI in some way. And the students are feeling that, hey, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared to do this job effectively, to get hired because my university didn't properly prepare me. So you can see the major want there. But this is just one survey. There's many, many other surveys that are finding very similar results. One survey from 2023, this was in November, so at the very end of 2023, this was conducted by Yonder Consulting, a member of the British Polling Council. They found that 65% of students worldwide said that they would like their curriculum to include training in AI tools relevant to their future career. And this is something that's worldwide. It says here that there was a desire for this training among a majority of students in 12 of the 15 countries that were surveyed. This was done on a global sample size of 11,816 people. So that really helps to illustrate the want that's out there from the students. They really want this. They see the value. They understand that, yeah, this is very important for me to be able to get a job, for me to be able to compete, for me to really be able to understand what it is that I need to do in my job, because it's going to be using AI. And the most recent survey finding really indicates that. And again, that's July 2024. So this is very current. So that really covers the want, right? Students really wanting this. But we also need to look at the need. Is there really a need? Is this just hype, like so many people like to say here recently, right? Oh, AI is just hype. Well, no, it's really there. It's a real need that's out there. I've talked before in the past in lots of different videos where I've gone through and I mentioned all the different world organizations, all the different international groups that have called for the imperative need of AI literacy for everyone. So I'm not going to go over that again, but yeah, every organization is talking about this. Every major group, to include businesses such as business organizations such as Forbes, Fortune, they all have articles talking about how this is extremely important. Resume companies are talking about how, yeah, you need to have AI literacy skills listed there in order to be as competitive as possible when we go out there and try to get a job. So yes, those are definitely needs. Again, coming from governments, coming from world organizations, coming from businesses, and the reason for it. So let's talk about the need as far as the reasons why AI literacy needs to be there. And some that I'm going to talk about you might not have heard before. The first one, like we just mentioned, is about business. Yes, businesses are in business to make money. So wherever they can see an opportunity to increase efficiency, increase productivity, they're going to take it. So that means that those that will be able to maintain their jobs, those that will be able to get the jobs, will be the ones that have these additional skills. Now, that's a key thing for us to make sure that in academia we push to our students, that it isn't just a matter of, oh, AI has all this knowledge, so it can do a lot of the work for you. No, 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 no. People that see it that way, those are the people that are going to fall through the cracks, because AI isn't just going to be able to have this knowledge and do things for you. But no, if you still have knowledge, if you still have the capabilities, then you using AI will be an enhancement tool. So now I am somebody that's a subject matter expert, and now I'm enhanced because I'm able to use AI effectively, because I have AI literacy. So now I am a definitely this primary thing, right? I am exactly what's being looked for by companies, because not only do I have the subject matter expert capabilities, but now I also have enhanced capabilities because I can use the AI. So that's what's going to make me competitive. Not just the fact that I can use AI, that's not going to be enough. It's going to be that, hey, I have this degree, I have this knowledge, I have this capability because I've had great instructors that have helped me, right? But now I also have the capabilities of using the AI. So put that together, now I'm competitive. Now I'm what businesses are going to be really looking for. We have to make sure that we're pushing that to the students, that it isn't just about being able to use the AI and then that's it. I don't even have to learn about key ways or key aspects of the subject matter. The people that will succeed will be the people that have the mental capability and can be enhanced by using the AI. So a subject matter expert with the AI will be that much more powerful. And that's exactly what we want. That's what we need to push for. So we have this business aspect, right? To have the capability to be competitive. That's one thing. The next one, research. A simple matter of research, being able to do more research, being able to be more effective in the research. Now, some people don't like the word effective, right? Even though it's extremely important to understand that, yes, this is a power, if not a superpower, that AI will help us to have. But effectiveness and efficiency, those are things that will help us, not to take anything away from learning from the process, right? When we go through a process, we're learning. Yeah, so we still need to have a balanced approach. So we need to teach that as instructors as well, that we learn a lot by having to do a bunch of readings, right? We learn a lot by going through the material and checking it against something else. So if we can't just have AI do everything for us, AI can help us. AI can help us to recognize, to see things, but we can't have AI simply do everything for us. So when I talk about helping us with research, there's many different ways that AI can help us with research. And it isn't just about, oh, read all of this different research, give me summaries of everything. No, because I learn also from reading the research all different aspects. But it can help me in many different ways, whether it's bouncing ideas off, giving me feedback, helping me to outline or ask questions, many different ways. So research is another way that will help everyone in being able to have more capability. So that's a definite need because we want our students to be able to do research. We want them to graduate, get jobs, but we also want definite researchers in order to improve the overall industry, the overall academia, all these different fields. So research is another one. It's a second one that's really powerful. The other one is everyone, every single person needs to have AI literacy skills simply to function in this digital society. How can I get information? How can I organize things better? How can I interact with my different applications better? AI is going to be integrated, and it is integrated in so many different applications already. So being able to use things on the internet, being good digital citizens, that's going to be important. So just the functionality of being a digital citizen, but then also the safety aspects. I need to make sure that, hey, all my students and all citizens need to know how to use AI in a safe way so that they protect their information. All AIs are not equal. You have OpenAI, which is great, and they have a nice terms of service. You can go through and read it. But then you have many different other AIs that, hey, if you read their terms of service, they'll flat out tell you that they're going to take all your information, they're going to sell it, they're going to repurpose it. So we have to make sure that we tell students, we tell people that you need to read the terms of service, you need to use a secure AI. And on top of that, you need to understand, well, what are the rules and regulations? What are the guidelines? If you're working somewhere, is it okay to put all data in the AI to ask for questions, to ask for help? Or is there some content, some information, some data that isn't allowed to leave the company, isn't allowed to be put up on the internet, isn't allowed to be put in through these AIs? So those are different questions, different things that we can help the students understand by going through and helping them know different concepts of AI literacy. When I teach AI literacy, I teach the four different aspects, right? We have this awareness to understand how AI works as far as that it's out there and it's affecting society, both good and bad. So that's an important thing, this simple awareness. So many people aren't fully aware. Students, everyone has to have that understanding. And then you have capability. Well, how do I use AI to my advantage? Prompt engineering. I also need to know the limitations of AI, know that different AIs do different things. I talked about how in the workforce, I might not be able to use AI for everything, but maybe I can help the company understand that there's open source solutions as well, where we can take an AI and put it within the framework of the company. So now it's even more secure because it's housed by the company itself. So now more information could be put in there and it still remains secure. So knowing what tool to use for the right job, again, all these different aspects. And then, of course, you have things like knowledge, safety and security of the information, terminology, utilization. The limitations are extremely important. And then going into the final one of critical thinking. That's a major aspect of AI literacy that would benefit anyone. Anyone and everyone needs to have critical thinking, especially so now that we're talking about AI. We need to understand that hallucinations are a real thing, that AI can accidentally give information that's incorrect. They can hallucinate, confidently give information even though it's incorrect. We need to have an understanding that, yes, I need to verify all my information. I need to validate. I need to check for consistency. I need to understand that the AI isn't conscious. It's not omnipotent, right? It doesn't know everything. And it could be wrong. Even if it has the right information, it could still give false information. So we need to understand that we need to verify. Plus, there's a big thing of just understanding, okay, which AI would be better for this instance? Which AI will give me better information for what I'm looking for, less prone to hallucinations? So again, all these different aspects are really important. So that's another very valuable need, is to be able to use the AI effectively and efficiently, but also safely. Right? That's another key part there. Now, let's extend that even further, because within the capabilities portion and within the knowledge aspect of AI literacy, we need to know that AI can be used directly for lots of great things, but it could also be used directly for bad things. So now everyone needs to know that, hey, there are deep fakes out there. Any content that's created digitally, whether that's text, audio, video, images, any of that can be manipulated through AI. It could be synthetic information could be created. So now this is a false image. Even though it looks real, even though this video might be perfect, it's actually created by the AI. So we have to have an understanding. All citizens, all students need to know that I need to make sure that I take a step back whenever I look at any digital information and verify. The trap test is another video I created where it talks about, hey, these are specific steps that you can go through to help to ensure that you don't get deceived by false information, by synthetic data. So those are key parts there to ensure that we're safe, we're secure, we are functioning as good digital citizens, we are able to compete in all this different economies, and also that we can conduct a great research. Again, good research that is enhanced with AI, not simply false made up information. So this right here, I think really gives a lot of information that helps us to see that there isn't just a want, there's also a real need, a real need. And that all goes together. Now, even if you're against AI, even if you are fighting or you're on the fence, you still need to realize that AI literacy is just has to be there within academia, because let's say you're against it for multiple ethical reasons, right? Oh, the copyright issue, issues of over reliance that could occur, issues of ethical considerations associated with using the AI for nefarious purposes, or even the value of when to use AI, when not. Those are all valid, and those need to be shared with the student. How do we share that with the student? By helping them understand AI through AI literacy programs, by incorporating AI into the curriculum. Because it's very important for us to share the positives of AI, what you can do, the power that it can give you, as well as the issues associated with AI. What are some of the negative things? What are some things that we can work on? AI uses a lot of electricity. What's going on there? Well, yes, it totally does, but also AI is also helping the environment, right? Because it's helping us with the efficiency aspects. It's helping us to come up with new irrigation techniques, new advancements with generating electricity in itself. So it's a balanced approach that we have to make sure that we are helping our students to see and understand, as well as us in our development. Because this is a key thing to understand as well, is that we need to continually push ourselves to have professional development, to understand different concepts of AI. And I understand it's very difficult because things keep changing, but foundational knowledge that AI literacy can provide, that's a mandate. That's something that has to be out there because it's an imperative for all of us to have, so that we can help to develop that within our students as well. And again, slowly but surely, we can continue to grow and help each other out. Thank you for watching this video, because again, this helps with our overall understanding. What I really appreciate is your comments, so that we can learn from one another as well. And if you got anything out of this video, please like and share, so that we can continue to grow our overall community. And remember, learning is for life.